Hi everybody, it's Karita here, and I just wanted to make a YouTube video talking about something that's kind of been on my mind today. I posted about it on my Instagram, so you can take a look at it. It's at Diva Karita. But today I wanted to talk about change and skepticism, and not being willing to try different things. There's a lot of people, myself that was once included, who was not willing to, or is not willing to try different things or learn about different things. They just hear about it and immediately brand it as weird, not something I understand, don't want to understand, and they critique it or criticize it and they just move on. And I was thinking about it this morning and I was like, you know, there were a lot of things that was once introduced to people that were criticized and who people were skeptical of. And things like the computer, this big contraption that was created who could think on its own without a mind. People were like, that's weird, that's voodoo, you know, it's magic, I don't like it. That contraption is now a part of our everyday lives. They're in our homes, they're in our work, they're everywhere. And we have handheld devices that also think on their own. That was a thought that was once completely, you know, weird to us all. And things like cars and planes and the people who brought forth those ideas were laughed at, who were ridiculed, who were made fun of, were told, you're stupid, that makes no sense, that's never going to happen, it's never going to pick up, it's weird. Those things were once critiqued and made fun of and laughed at are now a part of our everyday lives. So as I look forward and I look towards the things that are happening each day and the things that are changing each day, I recognize that we as people have to be open-minded and open-hearted to the possibility of new things, the possibility of change, simply because life is always changing. Things are always changing. Our environment is always changing, and we are always changing. If you think about who you were yesterday, or 5 days ago, or 10 days ago, or a month ago, or 2 years ago, that person is different today. Just like how our world is changing, and the things around us, and the things that are being introduced to us, and the opportunities, and the people. So if you're still stuck in this idea of, I don't understand, so I don't want to understand, so I don't really care, then you're really restricting yourself to the possibility of further evolution as a person and moving forward in this life as a person and as a consumer or as, you know, an athlete or as whatever. Even my relationship was once thought of as not understood, you know, being interracial, black and white. That was ridicule, that was, people didn't like it, people critiqued others or criticized others who were participating in those sort of relationships. But those people, myself included, who said, to hell with what people think, I'm going to do what I want to do, that's how we have all changed as a community. There's people in relationships now that are, you know, man and man, woman and woman, black and white, brown and yellow. We've evolved, and we continue to evolve. So when an opportunity or something is presented to you, and it at first is weird and you're skeptical of it, that's fine and fair. But you should open your heart and open your mind a little bit to try to understand more about it, because what once was made fun of and weird and pushed to the side, most times today is a part of our daily lives. And I just think it's important that we stop and take a moment to realize that life is changing every day. We are changing every day. The world and the environment and technologies is changing every day. And if you're just refusing each time, what ends up happening is you end up running from behind trying to catch up. I think it's important that we value the change that happens and appreciate it and be open to learning about it, because this life is short, and if you're just walking around with blinders on, refusing to accept that things are changing and that life is changing and that work is changing and that friends are changing and that you're changing, then you're stuck. You're not evolving as a person. And the beauty of life is to evolve. So that's just my weird little rant of the day. I hope you understand where I'm coming from and you can, you know, see value in what I'm saying, and maybe open your mind to some things that were presented to you or introduced to you or that you saw that you just pushed to the side and said, no thanks, I don't get it, don't want to get it. And maybe looked at it again, because why not? That's all.